The month passed quickly at first, but time seemed to slow as the days went on. Thankfully, with the help of the Sky People, we had food aplenty. The wolves enjoyed the new hunts of new animals. They were very keen on learning about them, the snakes especially. I didn't find snake to be at all appealing to eat, but most foods were turning my stomach now, and it was harder to hide it from Colt. But luckily the month was almost up. At first only a few sea people dwindled in, not ones for flying. William had went back himself with Henry to tell his family the change in plans from what had originally been thought out. Henry eventually convinced the new leader Foam to join us, at least in our talks, if not for fighting itself. She was young and new to the ways of being a leader. You could tell in her mannerisms. In actuality, she and I became great friends rather quickly, but she was beyond wise for her years, and we took advantage of all she had to say about the matters at hand. She went and came with William when he had time to do such travels, bringing back with her many of her people and sending the few others to the lions. When she was finally done, they set up camp at a lake's edge. They liked to keep their skin wet, which I would have found irritating, but if not by the lake, they would be seen in wet clothes, which also wasn't very appealing to me, but I tried not to show it. Colt asked his father in a meeting once if the lions could handle taking care of so many newcomers all at once, to which Abera just laughed, explaining that his kingdom used to be much bigger. It could have handled 60,000 easily. We had only been to the palace. We had not seen the great city that once was. He knew from the hard work that he had seen that more than likely the work was already being done to bring it back to its former glory. But we all worried if everyone was getting along. It was unheard of to have such large gatherings that lasted more than a few days, and even then, fights broke out, or arguments. But Abera always seemed calm to our concerns. A few days before the month was up, on a full moon night, the lions came gracefully. In with their masters beside them, the wolves snarled, looking for a motion to hunt these cats, but not one of the wolf clan moved against them. A man that was surely one of my brothers went up to Abera with open arms, Traveler by his side, as well as another lion. "Father, we heard your call, and we have come to be by you and your cub. It is good to hear your voice again, Moonracer. How is the pride doing? We are all eager to hear." "All is well, Father. The people are coming together nicely. It was not at first easy as to be expected, but we are finding ourselves becoming more understanding as each day passes. Many are already eager to marry." "Wonderful. It shall all be arranged when this is done with. Now that you are here, we can begin." "We are sorry for the wait, Father. The travel was quite far." "Understandable. You must all be tired. Please take some time to rest and have a meal. Traveler, no Eleanor?" Traveler lowered his head. "She is in the kingdom." Abera smiled. "Take the lions from camp to the woods and rest." "Yes, my king." With a loud roar that shook everyone's nerves, the lions followed Traveler out of sight. In the group, a younger brother came up. The king seemed puzzled at first, and I was unsure of why. Perhaps he was considered too young to be here. But then I took a deeper look at the young man. His arms pronounced more so than any I had seen. He was wearing white leather, very similar to Colt's. With him was a very large, deep brown bear. "As?" I almost whispered. The man looked to me oddly, then smiled. Who else would it be? I walked up to him carefully because of the bear. "Don't mind him. He's just like a pup." Az wrapped his arms around me. "It's good to see you." "You have no idea," I smiled. Abira walked up slowly and confident. "Look at you." Sleipnir seemed confused. "Do I know you?" "No, I suppose you yourself would not." Before the words became more confusing, I spoke up. "There is much to talk about. This is Abira." "Is Father here?" Sleipnir asked more straightforward. "Yes, but I'd like to talk with you soon." "Very well, but I need to speak with Father, then I shall come to you." I slightly whispered, "Meet me by the lake." "As it pleases you, Vidya." He smiled slightly as we watched him with his bear walk off to only a silhouette. I saw him embrace Colt and his father as they marveled over the bear. "What is on your mind, Vida? He's a handsome one. None of my boys could match his strength around his age." I looked to him. "From what I know, he is the original of them all." "I see. Do you think he recognizes himself? In my sons here?" "Possibly, but who would think of it that way?" "So true. Well, I best get some rest. You going to be all right on your little excursion?" I'll be all right. I've never feared the dark or the woods. Then I bid you a good night. Wait. Just a moment, please. Yes, dear one. What is it? Sorry, I still see you as one of my daughters. I don't mind. I have noticed this month that you have grown close to Firefly. Now listen here, young one. Don't be messing in us older folks' business. It's not that I want to, but I wanted you to know that once she goes through the gate and her memories return, she might think differently of you. We have talked much about this and many things. You have no worries on you about that. I shall stay from afar unless she wishes for me to come closer, and that's all I shall say on the matter. All right, was all I could get out, but he smiled, putting his hand to my shoulder. Thank you, Vidya. I looked at him puzzled. What? But he just smiled and walked off. I made my way to the lake right after and waited for some time by the water's edge across from the Sea People's camp. I heard his steps behind me as I stood. The bear was no longer with him. I thought we should talk alone. Artemis is a fine bear, but he can become too playful and in your condition. You know too? Hey, I have a wife now and a daughter. I think I can see what's plainly in front of my eyes. Does Colt know then too? If he does, he didn't let on to me of it, but my brother is not one easily to miss things, but wouldn't be the one to bring it up, but, Vida, you shouldn't be here. You're not the first to tell me? I rolled my eyes. Is that what we came here to speak on? No, it's not. It's much more that you need to know. Is everything all right? I let out a breath. Yes. That wasn't very convincing. I took another breath. There is so much to tell you. Then tell me from the beginning. I have the time. So I began as he sat beside me, looking at me at times, then out at the lake, picking up some stones and throwing them, one by one at the water, making them skim the top. So you see, Marshall is your real father, and the men with the lions, many are your copies, but you're the original. So you say father does not know this? No, and Ben doesn't want him to know. Well, Ben really has no place to make that call. He seemed irritated. I advocated the moment I met Raksha, you know that as well as I. I do miss the herd greatly, but I have no wish to take it back. Colt is my brother, and he is the finest leader father could have chosen. I'm glad you think that way. I haven't told you everything, though. Colt, with the agreeance of Marshall and Abira, are going to try to dissolve the herds in packs. Why? Az seemed puzzled and concerned, because we realized Harlt's was the making of it all just to keep us apart, to weaken us. The wolves won't go for it, I can tell you that much. No one is being forced to. Those who want to continue to live the way they have can. I know my wife, she won't give up her wolf. We are not asking anyone to give up their animals. We are only asking they see themselves as fully human. I see. I can possibly manage that. But she will not come around quickly. But for our daughter, she will. You should see her, Vidya. She is so beautiful, dark hair kissed by the moon itself. I can hardly wait to hold her. What's her name? Where is your family now? Her name is Mork. I looked to him oddly. That the pack chose the name, not I. They like the strong names. They see her as a potential mate to a great alpha, and the name is to acknowledge her strength, though I do not care for it all. I tend to call her by the name of my choosing, Kismet, which in return the wife is not happy about. William came by, told us of the plan, so I sent her on with our child and people to this kingdom of yours, not knowing your true intentions. They will most likely think that I knew of this. It will be hard to convince them otherwise. I'm sorry. I am happy to see you, though. It's been so long. It has. He helped me stand to my feet. From the way it sounds, you should speak with Colt tonight as well. I probably should. But will you? He smiled, holding my hand. All right, I'll tell him. Good. Let me walk with you back to camp. We talked of our children the whole way back. I always forgot how young he was when we spoke. He had a way about him that gave him many years ahead of his own. When we finally made it back, he let me be to find Colt, who seemed to be in our small tent already, tucked in his sleeping sack. He jolted up, noticing it was me. He opened the sack for me to enter. Nice and toasty in here, I whispered. Most of the camp was asleep. Where were you? Talking with Sleipnir. I see. I will not ask of what you spoke about with him. You already know it all. He had a right to know, no matter what Ben thinks. Shall he tell Marshall then? I don't think he plans to, at least not in the near future. That's probably for the best, at least for now. He held me closer. You warm enough? Yes, Colt. I need to speak with you. Colt yawned slightly, making me yawn as well. You need rest as do I. Can it wait till morning? It's just a quick thing. All right then. Colt, Just then, the flap of our tent opened. One of the night watchers stuck his head in. Colt was already out of the sack and standing in front of me. What is it? The man was out of breath, whispered out. We need you now, Stallion. The gates, they have opened. Colt was already gone with the watcher seconds later, as I whispered, pregnant.